The James Webb Telescope just picked up something that doesn't belong in this universe. Not according to science, not according to physics, not even according to logic. This isn't just about space exploration anymore. It's about seeing something that breaks every rule we thought was unbreakable. In one of the deepest parts of the cosmos, Webb captured a structure so advanced, so bright, so perfectly formed, it shouldn't be there. According to our best models, it's too soon, too complex, too evolved. And it's not just one. Dozens of these impossible objects are showing up, each one a paradox glowing in the dark. Some scientists say we've reached the edge of the observable universe. Others believe we're seeing something entirely different, something outside our universe. And that changes everything, because maybe the universe isn't what we thought it was. Maybe it never even started. Or worse, maybe this reality isn't ours to begin with. Stay with me. You're about to see the images. You're about to hear the theory. And you're going to feel it. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because this journey goes way beyond space. The James Webb Telescope was designed to unlock the story of how everything began. But what it's revealing feels more like a wall born in a fraction of a second. But now, Webb is seeing galaxies so old, so structured, that their very existence undermines that story. It's like opening a history book and finding skyscrapers in the chapter about dinosaurs. And the deeper it looks, the stranger it gets. Patterns are emerging, light behaving in ways it shouldn't, gravitational forces acting without a source. The universe is acting strange. And here's the real question. Is it broken, or is it trying to speak? Because what we're seeing doesn't just challenge cosmology. It challenges identity. It's no longer just about black holes and stars. It's about consciousness, meaning, maybe even design. So let me ask you this. Do you really think this is all just a coincidence? Or have we finally built a machine powerful enough to see something greater? You'd expect a telescope like James Webb to confirm what we already know. But that's not what happened. Instead of proving the Big Bang, it started tearing it apart. The first surprise came from a tiny golden smudge, barely noticeable, a distant galaxy hidden in the cosmic noise. But when they enhanced the image, what they found was shocking. That galaxy wasn't primitive. It wasn't chaotic. It was well-formed, structured, mature. And according to everything we know, that shouldn't be possible. This galaxy appeared just 290 million years after the supposed birth of the universe. A moment when, theoretically, there shouldn't have been enough matter or time for something like this to exist. But there it was, fully developed, glowing with stars, and then Webb found more, dozens more, each one breaking a different rule, each one a direct contradiction to what physics tells us is possible. Now imagine being a scientist who spent decades teaching that galaxies take billions of years to evolve, and suddenly, you're staring at something that proves otherwise. So what's the explanation? Some are saying our models are wrong. Others believe we've misunderstood how the universe expands. But there's a far more radical idea floating through the edges of astrophysics. These might not be galaxies at all. They could be something else entirely, fragments of another reality, remnants of a universe that existed before ours, or perhaps still exists beside it. Now this sounds like science fiction, right? But stay with me. Because the Webb isn't just spotting physical anomalies, it's also picking up light that shouldn't be reaching us at all. Let me explain. There's something called the Hubble sphere, the theoretical boundary of the observable universe. It's defined by distance and the speed of light. Basically, beyond that limit, galaxies are moving away from us faster than light can travel. Meaning, we shouldn't be able to see anything past it. And yet, we are. James Webb is capturing signals from beyond that boundary, which means either the physics is broken or we're seeing into places we're not supposed to see. Some scientists argue this could be due to exotic expansion of space, something we just haven't understood yet. But others are entertaining something more profound, that maybe, just maybe, these signals are leaking in from outside our universe. And that brings us to a new kind of question. Because if we're receiving information from somewhere else, what is that place? And more importantly, who or what is sending it? The mystery deepens with the next discovery. Among the data, scientists noticed something strange, a signal. Not an image, not radiation, but a faint, rhythmic pulse, a vibration that repeats with eerie precision. It didn't match pulsars. It wasn't gravitational waves. It was something entirely new. They're calling it the cosmic beat, a pattern that repeats, like a heart or a code. And here's the really weird part. It follows a mathematical sequence. It's not random. It's structured. It's almost mechanical. And when you see something that looks like a code, the first thing that comes to mind is, who wrote it? Is this natural, or is it something artificial? A growing number of scientists are beginning to wonder if we're not just observing the universe, but interacting with it, or worse, being watched. The possibility that this pulse, this signal might be a message, is forcing the scientific community to confront ideas that have long been avoided. Ideas like consciousness, purpose, or even intention. Some call it pseudoscience, others call it spiritual nonsense. But when the math lines up, because here's the thing, humans have always sensed that there's something more. Every ancient culture speaks of a presence, a force, a design. Maybe we gave it names. God, the creator, the architect. Not because we understood it, but because we felt it. And now, with the James Webb peering deeper than ever, we might be starting to see it. This isn't just about galaxies anymore. It's about meaning, about existence, and about the terrifying possibility that we've never truly understood where we are. And just when it couldn't get any stranger, it did. As Webb continued collecting data, scientists detected something else, a distortion, a bend in space. But here's the catch. There was nothing there. No black hole, no visible mass, nothing that could account for the gravitational force strong enough to twist the light like that. It was like space itself was being pulled by something invisible. Some theorized it could be dark matter behaving in an unknown way. Others whispered about something more radical, a tear between dimensions, a point where two realities brush against each other, like two fabrics touching for a moment, creating tension, creating a ripple. Could these distortions be evidence of other universes pressing against our own? If so, the implications are massive, because it would mean that our universe isn't a closed system. It's not the whole story. It's just one chapter in a much bigger book, and we're finally starting to read the margins. Then, Webb picked up something even more unsettling, a light signal that bounced back, a reflection. It came from a source billions of light years away. But instead of fading as expected, the light returned with the exact same signature. That's impossible. Unless it hit something solid, a surface, a boundary. Some theorize this might be proof that the universe is curved and closed, that the light looped all the way around. But others believe it hit a wall, a real one. A kind of cosmic mirror, a barrier, something we were never meant to see. And if that's true, then we're not just looking at stars anymore. We're staring at the edge of creation. So what is it? A glitch? A reflection? A signal? Or a design? That question leads to an uncomfortable realization. Maybe the universe is not expanding into nothing, but into something intelligent. That echo of light, the pulsing signal, the impossible galaxies, none of it fits the standard model. But it fits something older, something buried in myth, religion, and ancient philosophy. The idea that we're inside a system, a machine, a living, breathing intelligence, and James Webb is starting to show us its architecture. That sounds like mysticism, until you look at the data, because nature follows patterns, fractals, golden ratios, symmetries. Why? Why does the universe seem to favor elegance? Why does it behave like a piece of music, complex, structured, but harmonious? This is where science starts to blur into something deeper. Not fiction, not fantasy, but wonder. And maybe that's what we've lost, the capacity to be amazed without explaining everything away. Because maybe we're not meant to explain everything. Maybe we're meant to experience it. And now, with the Webb, we're glimpsing the hidden structure of reality. And it's making us ask questions we haven't dared ask in centuries. Is there a creator? Is the universe conscious? Are we alone or just unaware? The ancient Greeks believed the cosmos had a soul. Hindu texts speak of the universe as a dream of a god. The Bible describes creation as a spoken word, a vibration. And now we found a cosmic beat, a repeating signal, a vibration woven into space itself. Coincidence or confirmation? We don't have the answers, but maybe that's not the point. Maybe the point is to finally start asking the right questions. Because James Webb hasn't just expanded our vision, it's shattered our certainty, and in its place, it left something far more powerful. Mystery. The kind of mystery that humbles us. The kind that connects scientists, philosophers, believers, and skeptics alike. Because deep down, we're all trying to figure out the same thing. What is this? Why are we here? And who or what is watching from the other side? And maybe this is just the beginning. If the universe really pulses, if it echoes, if it reflects, then what else is it trying to show us? James Webb wasn't supposed to reveal a deeper truth. It was supposed to map stars, but now we're standing in front of something far bigger, something stranger, something that feels like it's reaching back. Maybe this was never about looking into space. Maybe it's always been about space looking into us. And the next clue? It's already out there, waiting. So don't go anywhere, because what's coming next might change everything again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.